this is my grandpa, John Wulf. He was born in 1940, so he's 71 years old, and I'm asking him when the good old days were, like the best time in his life.
That's actually a very tough question, thinking back through 71 years. I think of my high school years, my college years, my married years, my years having children, my years children having children. It's just been, I think, a very, very, very happy time in my life. High school, doing well, getting very good grades, being an athlete, football, swimming, track and field.
You were swimming?
Going to college, getting an engineering degree, playing football at Valparaiso University, meeting my wife, meeting your grandmother, getting to know her and she getting to know me. We get married. We started having children. We had four, as you know, we had 4 children in 5 years. 2 boys, 2 girls. Your mother worked extremely hard taking care of you. I worked extremely hard working. And I think we had a pretty good life. Up until Grandma got ill, and that was probably one of the worst times in my life, but I don't think we want to talk about that.
No.
I just have, as I said just earlier, I think I had an extremely good life, and it's difficult to come up with any one thing or time to stand out. And I'm kind of trying to think of something, and each time in my life, each period of time in my life had a very, very good portion to it. If we wanted to get down to specifics, best time, awful hard to tell, other than possibly starting to have babies. Babies were fun. I can recall after we had our first 2, which was Mark and Cindy, Heather was delivered, our 3rd child, and coming out of the hospital after leaving your mother, I was getting my car, and the person that was receiving the money for the parking toll asked me what I was there for, and I said I just had a baby, and she said, "Oh, how many do you have?" And I said, 3, and she said, "How many do you want?" And I said, 2. But that really didn't go over real well. As I said, we had four children in 5 years, and it was hectic during those periods. But thinking back on it, it was great. Mom would take care of the kids during the week. I would take care of the kids on the weekends. We made it through somehow, and the problems were small at that time. The babies were small, and as your parents grew, the children became bigger, and the problems became bigger.
Yes.
Outside of that, it was fun. There were some really good times all through their school years, and all through delivering our grandchildren. And as I say, it's very tough to come up with any one given thing.
So you think you lived your life to the fullest? Enjoyed your entire life?
Yes, I think so, thinking back on it. The only problem I've got now is aches and pains.
That's because you're in your 70s.
Yes.
You're supposed to feel aches and pains.
Yes. I still feel reasonably good. I think I'm reasonably mentally alive. Physically, I'm starting to slow, but that's part of 71.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where to go from here, so...
Well, was there any, year in particular, any time period that you liked the best, with society and all that? like
Boy,
50, 60s.
that's hard to single out a given period. They all had the real pluses, and of course there were some minuses that occur in everyone's life as you're growing. I think it would be very hard to say, maybe when we started having babies, that was certainly very gratifying. And then watching the babies grow, watching them start to walk, listening to them start to talk and sass. But as I say, each period, you could divide it up into 5 or 10 year periods, and each period would have its really good points. And probably, as I said, it evolved mostly around the families.
That's good.
As the kids grew, I think your mother and I grew together, got to know each other more and more, and I miss her.
Aw.
But that's something
like
that's
financial versus quality of life or anything like that.
I mean, it's econ, so he can say whatever he wants.
talking economics.
Like the financial aspect versus the how hard you had to work for that,
If you want.
quality of life. I know each decade was different.
No, certainly each decade was different from a monetary standpoint, but fortunately with my education and the positions that I held in various companies throughout the year, I don't feel. What was the question? I enjoyed all those times. I don't believe there were any times when I felt abused or used or.
Overly stressed
I think
working and.
I think I basically enjoyed all of the times that we talked about.
All right. Well, anything about your childhood?
Pardon?
Do you like anything about your childhood?
Oh.
You didn't say anything about that. You skipped to high school.
Oh, well,
40s and 50s back in
high
New
school
York.
was
You were in New
very,
York, right?
high school was very enjoyable. Yes, I grew up in a small town just outside of Buffalo, New York. I was fortunate enough to be reasonably skilled in various athletic endeavors, and again skilled that I was. I did very well in my class time. I was a hell of a guy, really.
You sound pretty great. What about when you were like little? Like,
I was a little blank.
oh,
No, I don't really recall.
oh,
A
too
whole
long
lot
ago.
of that. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Anything stick out though? Like any major memory of when you were like 10? Around there?
Well,
Working in the bottling plant?
Well, let me. When I was 11, my Boy Scout troop had an opportunity to go to California in 1952 for the Boy Scout Jamboree. And those who were able went out to California, but we went through all the southern states of Canada on a train, and that was really great. We stopped at the Grand Canyon on the way back, but we stopped in Yellowstone National Park on the way out. Oh, I can't remember the name of another one. It was a big park in Canada, in southern Canada. But that was just an experience. Probably not so much did I realize it at the time, but thinking back on it over the years, every once in a while. And of course, getting to know all the boys that went along on it. It was a lot of fun. It was really enjoyable. And I can recall we were sitting watching a couple of speeches being made, and Vice President Nixon walked by within about 15 feet of us. And that was just a big thrill.
How much video time do you have on there?
I hope we're running out of time because I'm running out of words.
There we go. Okay.
Are we good?
Are we good?
All right.
Do you need more?
That's Grandpa's quality of life speech, I guess.
Do you need more?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.